I watched my best friend destroy an innocent woman's life, and I said nothing, because the truth would destroy me too. This is my confession about how one night turned me into an accomplice to a crime. My name is Sarah. I'm 30 years old. And 7 years ago, I made a choice that haunts me every single day. It all started at my best friend Jennifer's bachelorette party at this beach resort. 8 of us girls, rented villa, 3 days of celebration. Jen and I had been inseparable since college. We'd been through everything together. Breakups, job losses, deaths in the family. She was like a sister to me. But by the end of that weekend, I'd become an accomplice to destroying someone's life. On the second night, after hours of drinking, most of the girls passed out around 2 a.m., but I couldn't sleep. My divorce was getting ugly, my ex was threatening to take the kids, and the alcohol just made the anxiety worse. I went downstairs for water and found Jen's younger cousin Amanda in the kitchen, scrolling through her phone. When she saw me, she quickly locked the screen. Something about her vibe felt off. We talked for maybe 10 minutes. Small talk, surface level stuff. She asked about my divorce, if everything was okay. I answered vaguely. Then she yawned and said she was going to bed. I stayed in the kitchen trying to calm my racing heart, drank a glass of water, and then I heard something weird. A soft metallic sound coming from the hallway, like a quiet click. Curiosity won. I quietly walked in that direction and stopped near Jen's dad's study. The door was barely cracked open and light was spilling through. My heart stopped. I carefully peeked inside and saw something unbelievable. Amanda was standing in front of an open wall safe. In her hands, she was holding thick envelopes of cash, quickly transferring them into her large bag. Documents were lying on the desk nearby. I was watching her steal, right now, in real time. Time seemed to freeze. I stood there, paralyzed, watching Amanda, sweet cousin Amanda, medical student Amanda, the girl we'd all known for years, methodically emptying the safe. She didn't look nervous, wasn't shaking. She moved confidently, like she was doing something completely routine. My hand reached for my phone in my pocket. I needed to take a photo. Wake up, Jen. Stop this. But that's when Amanda turned around and saw me. Our eyes met. Her face showed no panic, just cold recognition. "Sarah," she said quietly, "come in. Close the door behind you." It wasn't a request. It was an order. My legs moved on their own. I walked in and closed the door. My heart was pounding so loud I thought she could hear it. "I can explain everything," Amanda began, but her tone didn't sound apologetic. More businesslike. "You're stealing from your own family," I whispered. She looked at me for a long moment, studying me. Then she smiled. Not the warm smile I was used to seeing. Cold, calculated. "You know, Sarah, I heard about your divorce. About how your husband is trying to take the kids. About the lawyers that cost thousands." She leaned down to her bag and pulled out one envelope. "There's $5,000 here. Take it. Help yourself." I stared at the envelope like it was poisonous. "What?" "Take the money, Sarah. Take it and go to bed. And in the morning, when everything comes out, you'll know one thing. You have money for a lawyer, and I'll know that you can't stop me without incriminating yourself." She wasn't just stealing. She was making me an accomplice. "I'm not taking it. I'm waking up Jen right now and what?" Amanda cut me off calmly. "You'll say you caught me here, and I'll say you opened the safe yourself, that you offered to split the money 50-50, but I refused. I'll scream, 'Wake everyone up,' and you know what? It'll be your word against mine. But the difference is, you have a motive, desperate need for money. And me? I'm a successful student. My family loves me. I don't have any problems." She placed the envelope on the desk between us. "Or you can take 5,000, go to sleep, and tomorrow morning be just as shocked as everyone else. You'll get what you need for your kids, and I'll just disappear with this money, and nobody will get hurt that badly. I looked at the envelope, at Amanda, at the open safe, and then, God help me, I took the envelope. Smart girl, Amanda smiled. Now take this too. She handed me a document, a property deed. If this disappears along with the money, the police will look for a professional criminal, someone who knows the value of these documents. It'll divert attention from us, the girls at the party. My hand was shaking as I took the document. Now we're a team, Amanda said, zipping up her bag. Partners. And if one falls, both fall. She left the study first, leaving me standing there with money and a document in my hands, realizing I'd just crossed a line there was no coming back from. The scream came at 7 a.m. Dad! The safe is empty! Jen's father's voice tore through the villa. Within minutes, we were all gathered in the study. Jen's dad was standing in front of the open safe, his face white with shock. $30,000. The property deed, the will, everything's gone. Jen's mom started crying. That was the wedding money. That's everything we saved. And that's when I understood the scale of what happened. This wasn't just money. This was Jen's family's life savings. Chaos erupted. They called the police. Everyone was in shock. Jen was shaking with anger and disappointment. Who could do this? Who even knew about the safe? Only family, her father said. And the girls who were here? Amanda spoke up first, her voice trembling with what seemed like outrage. We need to call a detective. Check everyone. I know this looks suspicious considering I would never do this to family. Jen's mom turned sharply to her. You're what, Amanda? Nothing, I just mean, let's be logical. Check my stuff. Check everything. Then Jen's dad looked at the rest of us. Who else was in this part of the house last night? Heavy silence. And Rachel, Jen's sister, spoke up quietly. Sarah came downstairs around 2 a.m. I saw her near the stairs when I went to the bathroom. All eyes turned to me. I went to get water. My voice trembled. I was in the kitchen, nowhere else. And then, Jen's dad asked. Then I went back to my room. Amanda looked at me with an expression I couldn't read. Sarah, you're going through a tough divorce, right? I don't want to imply anything, but you're having financial difficulties right now? In that moment, I realized Amanda was already building her defense, and I was her target. I won't take them. I'm waking Jen right now. You think I won't? I stammered. I would never. I'm not accusing, Rachel said quickly. I'm just saying we should be logical here. We should check. Jen looked at me with confusion and hurt in her eyes. Sarah? Of course, check my stuff, I said, trying to sound appropriately offended. Check everything. I have nothing to hide. They searched every bag, every purse, every suitcase. They found nothing. Because I'd hidden the money and document in the ventilation shaft in my room, a place no one would look without a warrant for a detailed search of the entire house. But they also searched Amanda's things and found only her personal belongings, no trace of money. Because the rest, $25,000, she'd already transferred somewhere else. What happens when the police start digging deeper? Can Amanda keep up her act under interrogation? And how long before my secret destroys everything? Find out in part 2. Subscribe so you don't miss what comes next.